They have turned it into a parking lot. Why? An exhibition of craziness and kids' drawings, a 4-star. If you are in the area, swing by. Alright, so this speaks to the grandeur of both the castle and the Christmas market. Alright, so time to taste the yeast dumplings with vanilla sauce. Welcome to Vienna. Today we're going to look at what I have seen. You must watch this. Is it worth seeing while you're in Vienna? Furthermore, we are going to find some small pearls here in Vienna. And why not start here at Michaelerplatz? Here we have the old Roman Empire, which is exposed right behind me in a little trench, which meets the old palace from when emperors ruled Austria. You know, when emperors could look out on the city and see what a magnificent city, to the Reichsbank's main building, which is a modern monstrum. And it is said that, well, the emperor that was emperor at the time, right down here, what he's called, did not walk out to this square because he disliked the Reichsbank building so much. So yeah, just a fun little side story. But let's head out, let's explore Vienna. The Hofburg right behind me is, well, the royal castle, or was the royal family left, but it was one of the main castles of Vienna. The great thing about it is the grandeur. Am I going to see it in this episode? No, because my mother and son is coming down tomorrow, and then we're going to look at these things in an upcoming episode. So make sure you're subscribed and have clicked that bell notification icon. But the grandeur alone is great. Just one thing that really bugs me about this place: the cars. They have turned it into a parking lot. Why? I would love to have had this as a big open square just to enjoy the grandeur. But for now, we have to have some cars in the way. But let's head on and see if there is something that can redeem it. The museum quarter, one of the must-see things as I hear it. The great thing is, for only 42 euros, you will get access to 5 museums. So let's see if all 5 museums are worth it all together on the ticket, or if you have to buy individual tickets. Be mindful, you will actually save some money on buying the 5 tickets. And I will rate each museum and I will rate the total experience. So let's check it out. So come with me. We are starting at the Leopold Museum. I don't know what it is, but let's find out. So the Leopold Museum, well, what kind of museum is it? Well, it's a modern contemporary museum, but not entirely modern. It's Viennese artists, late 1800 to early 1900. Definitely worth a visit. You see furniture, you see pictures, you see different art expressions. And if you're into art, it's definitely worth seeing. Would I recommend that you go for a detour? No. So it's clearly a 3-star thing. But for that you get 6 floors. You get 4 up and 2 down. So 6 floors filled with the greatest art that Vienna has produced, at least in the time period it covers. And you get Edvard Munch and you get something like Gustav Klimt, you get these famous artists and you get another perspective of art because there are so many different styles in there that it is definitely worth a visit. But now let's go to Mamak, the big black building in here. It should be a modern art museum, but let's go in and see if that is true. So that was a weird experience to say the least. I like modern art and I actually like to walk into modern art museums. But this one wasn't for me. First of all, we started down in the basement and some of it were so explicit that if I show you it here on YouTube, I will get a whole new level of banned. Secondly, then we came up to some kids' drawings. It looked like kids' drawings. It may be worth millions, but it looked like a word I cannot pronounce here. There's also a level of banning I don't want. Oh, all right. We skip to the top. The future of art. I was disappointed again. Truth be told, it might just be me. If it's me, please comment down below from the pictures you will see in a moment and now. But this is not art, in my opinion. It is an exhibition of craziness and kitsch drawings, and that's why I will only give it at 2 stars, because if you have the ticket, go in there. If you don't have the ticket, avoid it. But if you have bought the 5 tickets, then go in there and see a whole new level of exhibition of craziness and child drawings. Otherwise, I would avoid this museum. So yeah, 2 stars. It is not a totally avoidance because there were people in there liking it, and it can just be me, and then I like to hear if I'm totally crazy in my head and oh, it is exceptional art. Otherwise, if you agree with me, well, a like will be sufficient to know, oh, you agree with me. But let's head on. We will save the rest of the museums if it's in this episode or the next, I don't know. You have to stay tuned to find out. But for now, I want some toast, and I want some special toast, and that's what we're heading for as soon as I get my jacket and my bag. So, yeah, head out there. One of the places I have seen on TikTok and YouTube that I must visit is the Choi right behind me. Choi is these Japanese toast with fillings in them. And well, I got the tuna melt. It's a sandwich, it's an open sandwich in the top. This sandwich bread is a big slice of bread that's open in the top and then filled. And the fill goes all the way to the bottom. It is well made. I know the original one is, as many would say, in Amsterdam. That's at least the original one in Europe and the original one on TikTok. But these Japanese bread filled with stuffing, and they make it quite well in here. So I will definitely give it a 4 star. If you are in the area, swing by. If you are in the vicinity of Vienna, swing by. It is worth a taste. The tuna was well balanced. There was enough other things around the tuna, enough. The cheese wasn't overpowering, it was there. And the other things that were in it, small cucumbers and a little, well, gemüse as they would call it down here. enough that it's not overpowering, enough to get a bit of a break in the taste. Let's call it that. And let's head out and see some more of Vienna, because there's plenty of more to see here in Vienna. Next up on our agenda is, of course, a Christmas market, because this is late November when I'm here. So I will take you along why you should come here in November, December. Let's head in there and see the biggest Christmas markets in Vienna. This should be the biggest. Let's see how big it actually is. Come. Alright, so this speaks to the grandeur of both the castle and the Christmas market. That's not the first one of these merry-go-rounds. It's two. And there's something more I want to show you, so make sure that you keep tuning in on this video, because it will be great. Alright, so one thing that strikes me here is bubble waffles and Cheerios. Oh, it's so Viennese, like, not, yeah. I wish for more traditional things, like the glühwein, and what else we can find of traditional Viennese snacks. Let's see if we can find something interesting to taste, because, yeah, I like food. And who doesn't? Well, I live to eat, not eat to live. So let's see what we can find. I told you it was going to get better. A Ferris wheel. I'm not going up there. Plenty of kids want to get up there, so I'm not going up there. But until now, this is a great Christmas market. I could walk here for hours, and if I had the money, I could buy myself pour in just food, because so many great food smells out here. So yeah, definitely warming up to the place. But yeah, let's explore some more and let's find some food. Alright, so time to taste the yeast dumplings with vanilla sauce. Right down here, what it's called in German, if you are into that. Let's take it out, check it out. It is a bread-like substance with a vanilla sauce. So let's try it. Very much bread-like. There's some jam in here when I get in here. I don't know what kind of jam it is, but let's try. Not bad. Would I recommend it as a must-do thing? No, but it's not bad. If you're out on this Christmas market, try them. If you're into vanilla. It's not as bread-like as you would think. But it is bread, it is poppy seed, it is vanilla sauce. And some sort of jam, I can't decide what it is. Prunes, maybe? Tastes like that. So, yeah. It grows on you. The more bites you take, the more it grows on you. So definitely try it. Of course, when in Vienna, you need to try the glühwein. It is, well, it's a hot red wine. Kind of reminds me of the Danish gløgg, but not the same. This is a bit more, how do you call it? Well, a bit more on the spirit side. The Danish gløgg also has something in it. This has nothing. It is just a form of hot wine, but definitely good at keeping you warm on these cold days. And on that note, then I will point you towards tomorrow's episode right there. And I'll be seeing you right over there tomorrow when we keep exploring Vienna. And a bonus info, my son and my mother is arriving tomorrow. We're going to pick them up. You'll be surprised about that, so check it out right there.